probably it right here. I'm right in front of this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I'm probably in front of it right now. Man, the whole sky lit up. I ain't never seen no smoke that goddamn big, dog. That gotta be like a nuclear plant or some shit. Them hoes is bigger than the clouds. That smoke. What the fuck is that shit? What is it? It look like the sky on fire behind the clouds. Man, what's going on, dog? In Georgia. Really though. What's going on in Georgia, man? Like, what is this? Boy, this shit here crazy. This shit here is crazy, man. Hold on, let me get my shit right. Let me get some shit together right quick. Get my shit together. Shit right. Dog, I ain't never seen no smoke in the sky that big, that thick, that high. I want to know why it's red over that way behind the clouds. This shit wild as fuck. And that shit ain't even nowhere near the freeway, but the freeway backed up. So what's going on really though? It look like that shit in the mountains somewhere. Or I don't know if they got mountains out here, but like off in the woods and the trees and shit in the forest. That's a big ass. How is that much smoke coming out the sky? Y'all ain't understanding. Can you zoom in on this hole? Can I zoom in? Man, say, man. Hey, man. That's too much smoke. That's way too much smoke. The hell is that shit? Hey, anybody catch the news out here? Anybody know what's going on? Man, it look like the sky on fire behind them clouds over here in this corner, right over there. It look like it's red back there. I ain't bullshitting, it's red. But this, the source of it is coming from over this way, where the thick smoke is. It's floating over that way. Something weird going on. That's crazy. That's a lot of something. That look like a nuclear explosion or something. That shit look like a bomb went off or some shit, dog. How is that much smoke? What's on fire that big, man? They create that much smoke. That much smoke. Yo, that shit, wow, I know if anybody caught up in that smoke, real talk is dangerous than a bitch. Anybody caught up in that smoke, there's some thick smoke. Shit, wow. This shit crazy, dog. I hope they don't shut this freeway off, man. Hey, I'm trying to get down the road right fast. I don't know if something blew up or something just caught on fire or what, but that whole smoky. It look like it's gonna take them a while to get it out too, whatever it is. I don't, is it, man, a gas truck don't even blow up that big, fam. Think about this shit. A gas truck explosion will be a fraction of that smoke. Real talk. What is this? Somebody check on Georgia, right outside of Atlanta, and see what this shit is. Other than crazy than a motherfucker, this shit wild, man. This shit wild, man. Let me see if my shit updated down there. Man, it's gonna say crash. I know there ain't no crash. They better not be on the freeway. Hold on. Ooh-wee. Yeah, that's a lot of smoke, man. Hey, do it zoom in when I zoom in like that? Can y'all see me zooming in or nah? Yeah, that's smoke, man. Come on, Trap. I don't know if you can get up here though. It's stuffy, nigga. I just left the A. I'm right outside the A right now. I ain't far. I'm talking about I just left, nigga, off of over there, not Boulder Crest, but Hollowell, whatever this shit is. Do it zoom in, y'all? Or is it just I'm zooming in? Look at all that smoke, man. This shit crazy. That shit crazy, dog. I'm telling you, a gas truck explosion ain't even that big, man. So ain't no telling what that is. And it ain't no forest fire that got big over time, nigga, cause this shit just happened. I was just going 65 at least on the freeway. You feel me? That shit there just popped up. Y'all can't tap the like button for me while y'all in here. I ain't got but one like on there. That's cool. This shit crazy. Y'all don't stop us though. Let us go, man. Come on now. Y'all keep pushing. Trying to get up that way and get past that shit. Fuck you, man. Better not have a nigga out here all day. I swear to God, man. They probably, if it is on the freeway, they probably redirect traffic and have us exit off of some shit, turn around, or go on the detour. But man, what is it then? Oh, he says I knew it. I knew it. That's what I said. Well, I said there got to be that's like a nuclear explosion, like a nuclear plant caught on fire or blew up or something. That's exactly what I said too. It gotta be, fam, for all that smoke. It gotta be. It had to be a nuclear plant. That shit crazy. Biolab in Conyers, Georgia. Ain't that a bitch? Why they had to blow up something today though? I'm not trying to be funny, but like they could have waited like an hour till I passed by. God damn, yo. God damn. God damn, what? What's up with the Candy's wig? This shit wild, man. The way it's off to the side from her, it look like this shit in the woods somewhere. The biolab in the woods or what? I do the road curve around that way. I mean, the way traffic stopped up, it looked like shit might be on the motherfucking side of the freeway or something, dog. God damn. It's probably gonna take them a while to put this shit out. Probably gonna take them a little while. Put that bad boy out. Man, I was planning on going live later on. I might still be able to do it as long as I can get through this shit. You know, I was trying to go live on somebody. Real talk. This shit crazy. Damn, they backing up on the freeway like a motherfucker. They backing up fast too. What the hell is it? This shit. Ugly motherfucker. Nigga, I cut on my windshield wipers. Crawl back down there again if you want to. Man, that shit look nasty. The closer I get to it, that shit look nasty. That shit gonna fuck up the sky today, for real, for real. It's already fucked up. You can't see shit up there now. That house bigger than the clouds. That shit gonna fuck up the ozone, boy. For a minute, I had thought the aliens was covering up the sky so they could sneak through and shit. They done blew up a whole plant. That's wild. That's wild. God damn. Let me get my screenshot on here. Ooh wee. Hot shit. Let me see no blaze yet. Man, that shit went from a 33-minute delay to a 53-minute delay. And I wasn't that far from the end of this shit either. Probably got about 2 more miles to go if I get out this shit. Phone bullshit. Hey, y'all get up there and make the traffic flow, nigga. Don't be getting up there stopping the traffic, nigga. Make it where we can go. Make it where we can go. I don't believe that this shit is on the freeway. So, I'm saying, I need to look some shit up and see. Post this shit up right quick. That probably gonna make international news and be talked about for the next week or month or so. President probably speak on that. Then again, never mind. Not that nigga. I ain't heard from that nigga in a long time. Do he still be on TV? Georgia Power Transformer Explosion. Is that what that is? Let me see. Public alert. Phone. These are showing pictures of her. I must not know what I'm doing. Hey Trev, how you look that shit up? What you type in? I can't find nothing. 285. Now I ain't gotta go 285. Man, that shit bright than the bitch. That shit got bright. I think the sun's shining on it though. That shit thick as fuck, dog. Jesus. Let me see. I can't find that shit on Google. Okay. Fire reignites at Biolab in Conyers. Yeah, they do got the freeway blocked off. God damn, and they evacuating the residents. Fuck. Shit. God damn. I might as well turn around and go back where I just came from, man. I might as well go back to Atlanta. I ain't gonna have no detours because ain't no way around this shit. I'm gonna wait till they put me out the freeway though. Let's see. You said 400. Let's see what 400 talking about. Hey Trap, come pick me up right quick, fool. I'm gonna just park the truck right here. We're gonna go live and shit. Let me see if I can find 400 right quick. Let me see. 400. My shit ain't trying to give me no kind of detour. It tried to take me off the freeway while ago, like at the last exit before I got to this point, but I ain't get off. But shit, looking down on the service road, I don't think I wanted to get off, goddamn. They making motherfuckers turn right and shit. Why they ain't letting niggas turn around and like make a U-turn? They making niggas turn right and shit. What the fuck is that about? You can't turn around and go back the other way? I don't know if y'all can see it from here on the service road down there. I gotta get on this bridge so y'all can see the smoke again. I don't see 400 yet. 400 might be too far ahead where I can't get, or it might be behind me. Shit. Man, I done seen everything come through here except the fire truck. I ain't seen that fire truck yet. Damn, that ain't got it on the map where it's blocked off at. Gee. Yeah, they got too much shit blocked off. I'm finna just, man, fuck this shit. I ain't finna be sitting on the freeway all day. I'm finna bounce right back. As soon as I hit the exit. This shit confusing me though. They ain't letting niggas turn around and bust U-turns under the bridge. But I see cars going that way though from the other side, from the right, going left. Look like these motherfuckers get on the freeway too. I know niggas ain't getting on the freeway, dog. I know they ain't doing that. This hoe got the goddamn filter and shit on this shit crazy. What the fuck? Hell nah. I'm tripping. I'm trying to edit this hoe. Coming ambulance. But I still don't see no fire truck. Got two more lock cars. Goddamn. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4 more lock cars coming behind. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 lock cars finna come by. But where the fire trucks at though? I feel like they finna block this hole all the way out. Nigga jumped over there in the fast lane right behind my man. That smoke still thick. It gotta still be on fire. They still trying to put that shit out. The smoke ain't going nowhere. It just turned white. It was dark at first, it just turned white.
All right, we are on top of breaking news right now. A fire at a facility called BioLab in Rockdale County is prompting road closures and evacuations. Atlanta News first reporter Asia Wilson just arrived as close to the scene where she can get. Asia, if you can hear me, tell me what you are seeing right now. I know that you were being kept a distance away here as we see authorities there blocking off a road.
Hey, good morning to you, Megan. Yes, we are a good distance away from the facility. We actually can't really see much, and I'm not in front of the camera right now because a lot of cars are being rerouted and having to turn around. We're very close to the road here, but as you can see, Rockdale County Sheriff's two deputies are right here in the road. Here's what we know so far from the Rockdale Sheriff's Office. People are being evacuated with a certain radius of BioLab, and roads are being shut down. We're told a fire has broken out at the BioLab here on Covington Highway, leading to the closure of several roads in the area. They're asking people to avoid the area and follow detour signs. They're also saying emergency services are responding and safety measures are in place to protect the public. They're also asking people to remain indoors, keep your windows closed to a minimum exposure to any potential hazards. Now, here are some of the road closures. There's Rockdale Industrial, Old Covington to Sigmund Road, as well as Covington to 2nd Street, Lester Road to Sigmund Road, Farmer Road from Sigmund Road to Rockdale Industrial, Rock Bridge from Sigmund Road to Main Street. So again, there's really redirecting people out here. Can't really see much about what's going on, but again, they're just telling people to avoid this area, but detour signs are up. Back to you guys in studio.
Asia, we are learning more about this facility. Again, this is BioLab. It's located in the I-20 East Industrial Market. And according to one description we're finding online, this building is designed to accommodate highly flammable chemicals and corrosives. It stores chemical raw materials for their product manufacturing. So a little more insight there as to why a fire in this facility would be so troublesome and worrisome. So we will continue to check in with Rockdale County authorities and Asia Wilson there live on the scene as we learn more about what's happening with this fire and how people are being told to stay in their homes and shut their windows.
now.
All right, guys, just to give you an understanding of the devastation we're dealing with here. Chimney Rock's gone. Flying Bridge is gone. And road's gone. So I don't know what they're going to do to get us out of here.
And welcome back to Fox Weather, everybody, for the continuing coverage of Helene's aftermath. I'm Bob Van Dillen out here on the banks of the Chattahoochee River north of Atlanta in Roswell, Georgia. And we've got up in the studio, Aris Arcelari is up there, and we're tracking out the remnants. We're tracking out the recaps of what each state saw. And Ari, I want to bring you in because we were just talking during the break. It's amazing to see the swath of the
Good morning. My name is Melissa Mims. I'm the Public Relations Director for Rockdale County. At this time, we're going to have the Fire Chief speak, our EMA Director, and the Sheriff's Office.
Good morning. Marion McDaniel, Fire Chief of Rockdale County Fire Rescue. What we know is about 5 o'clock this morning, a sprinkler head malfunctioned, causing a mixture with a water reactive chemical. That chemical produced a plume that has been shifting north, as we know. We are right now working on evacuating, removing that material from the building, away from the water source. And so it will continue to off gas, but at least it will not continue to cause any problems. There was a small fire on the roof, which has been contained. But at that time, right now, there are no other issues. Once again, we're looking at working on removing the material from the building. EPA is en route. We have made contact with other hazardous material companies to help us offload this product, and that is where we are at this time. Once again, once the sprinkler head activated, it mixed with that chemical, and from that, the wiring and things caused the fire. So it was contained to a small area on the roof and was contained quite quickly.
Could you tell us how many people, we're hearing that people had to be evacuated to that evacuation center.
So for that, I would like to refer to the Sheriff Department. They've been mitigating the evacuation process.
Do you have any employees in the building?
With my left, yes, there were employees there.
What's the status of the
Yeah, everybody's been evacuated out of that immediate area. The plant manager is on site, and once again, EPA is on site, as well as other companies. So everyone in that immediate area has been removed.
No injuries?
No injuries reported at this time.
All firefighters and first responders okay?
All firefighters and first responders okay. We have about 60 folks over there on the scene working through this, so it's going to be a long process, but we're here to the end.
We've been hearing that this same location, I guess, had a fire in 2004, 2020, and one here as well. Can you speak to how many incidents have occurred?
I cannot, since I've been a part of Rockdale County for 7 years, and with that time, this is probably the third incident of this magnitude. There are smaller incidents that occur, but incidents of this magnitude, this is about the third one within a 7-year period.
Were there the other two, were there fires as well?
Once again, the products mixing with water, starting that chemical reaction, those type of situations.
What was the last one?
That I remember, big one was 2021 of this magnitude, 2021.
Where do you, as far as safety, safety measures, you saw smoke in the air recently, it looks like it's clearing. Where do you guys tell folks now?
We'll tell people to shelter in place, keep your doors and windows closed. In the event the wind shift, this thing can change really quickly. But once again, shelter in place, windows and doors closed.
You know roughly how long it's going to take to get all of this material out?
To give you a specific time, no, but I will say we'll be here all day. It's a very long process. We are just really still at the top of it. We have all agencies in place. But once again, just the biggest thing right now is being able to get all those pallets out. So they've been working with different companies to get the necessary equipment on that we can remove those pallets. And once again, once we can get that chemical out of the building and allow it to burn off, we'll be in a much better place, but that is going to be a process.
Was that chemical chlorine in the
I do not know the specific type of chemical. but only that it is water reactive.
What about here?
It was from the product itself. The mixture of the water and the water reactive chemical produced that plume. What that plume consisted of, the particular chemicals, I do not know. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sharon Webb, Director of EMA. And to sort of elaborate on what was just asked of Chief Mack, we have EPA and EPD just arrived on scene. So they will be conducting some air monitoring to give us more of an idea of what the plume consists of. The evacuation center is at our JP Carr Gym, which is at 90 Hardin Street, Covington, Georgia, 30012. And it's somewhat into the city of Conyers. And that's where all the evacuees will house out for right now.
How long do you think the shelter in place will be in effect? We just all got that emergency alert on our phone.
Yes, ma'am. There's really no specific time frame. It depends on what the readings come back for the plume, how it, what the chemicals are in it, and as far as when the pallets are cleared for the off-gassing to stop.
Do you have a time radius of how many people were evacuated for the initial incident site?
I don't have a specific radius. I do know that we pushed it all the way up to the north side to the county for shelter in place, and then Lester Road was our main focus point for evacuations.
When you say to people who are kind of concerned as far as safety, like, am I going to get sick later?
So ESF8 has been notified with our local hospitals, and they will be pushing out a PSA in reference to irritants and things like that. If someone was to accumulate those, or what they need to process, they need to take.
So we asked you about the radius. Do you have a ballpark how many
I'm going to turn that over to Rockdale County Sheriff's Office. They actually enforced the evacuation, so they can give you more specific idea of number.
Hi, good morning. My name is Christine Nesbitt. I am the Public Information Officer for Rockdale County Sheriff's Office. It's with the C.
Now, if you look into that question that I just had about the ballpark number of how many people you guys think that you have to evacuate?
We don't have that number at this time.
For those folks who have been evacuated to, I guess, if they're not, will they be able to return back to their home tonight? And if not, is there a plan in place for those folks to stay there, or where would they go?
Right now, there's not a plan in place for if they are not able to return to their home later on tonight, but we are steady working on a plan.
A little bit more with it. Once again, we do have EPA on site. So once we get the product contained, get the situation itself mitigated, and then they will survey the area, the air, and once again, we'll send out a public message speaking to whether or not you can return to your home if there's any further cause for concern.
So, I'm sorry to cut in, but you said a public message. Would it be an alert like we just got, like hey, it's safe to return home?
Yes. So once again, we will communicate with EPA. They will get us the information, letting us know if it's safe. If it's not safe, we will get it to our public directors, and they will get that message out.
So I guess what I'm asking specifically, should people be looking at Facebook? Should they go to the Rockdale County?
Absolutely, yes. That is where you're going to get your most accurate information from Facebook, Rockdale County, Georgia, RockdaleCountyGA.gov Facebook page will provide you accurate information. If there's something you do not understand, there's plenty of contact information for you to reach out. We much rather people to reach out. If anything you do not understand, do not get caught up in the rumors and don't want fear. This is a well-handled incident. All the particular specific entities are in place. We have this under control. We're looking to get it even more under control, and we will be out here until the very end.
Typically, how long does this process take? Let's say EPA down here, just a ballpark how long is this?
So we're looking to be here. This started once again about 5 o'clock. 5:30 is when my phone started ringing. And so from that to where we are now, we are still really in that first phase. Haven't really entered into the second phase. Second phase and third phase can happen quite quickly. Once again, the biggest thing is removing that product from the building. Once we can get that product up, which requires heavy equipment, which we have en route. Once we get that done, we can move forward. But once again, if you need information, go to RockdaleCountyGA.gov, social media, for all the information you need.
Anything else you guys want to say about the tours? Any more road closures when you guys are able to get that?
Yeah, once everything is done and we've deemed this incident closed, All that information will be put out via social media, via press release, and that's all we are at that point. All right, thank you.
I mean, there it is right there. That's where it started. Still a lot of smoke coming up out of there. That lady said it was a rooftop, a little small rooftop fire. Had the whole sky covered a while ago. So hopefully they open up the freeway, man. I can keep going.
Thanks for joining us right now for Atlanta News First Plus. We are on top of breaking news right now in Rockdale County, where we are awaiting an update within the next few minutes, hopefully, from officials about a fire at a chemical plant. You are seeing some pictures from our crew there in the area. You can see the smoke in the distance. And here's what we know at this point. The fire is happening at a location called BioLab, and this is in Rockdale County. It is prompting road closures. It is prompting some evacuations in the immediate area of this facility. And it is also prompting drivers being forced to turn around. So again, we are awaiting an update from our crew here at the scene any minute. It's going to be probably about 45 minutes now. We're learning a news conference will be held around 10 o'clock this morning. So that has been pushed back initially. So again, here's what we know. BioLab is located in Rockdale County, and it is prompting an evacuation of people who live in this immediate area because this is a plant that deals with chemicals. We understand that they make products for spas and pools, and the location itself is on Old Covington Highway. And the road closures that are affected by this include Rockdale Industrial, Old Covington, Lester Road. So we'll check in actually with First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi in just a little bit. She's breaking down the traffic detours and how this is affecting drivers in the area. But a little bit more about BioLab, according to some descriptions we are finding online. It is the swimming pool and spa water division of a company, and they make products here for swimming pools and spas. And it is a really large facility here in this industrial park of Rockdale County. And they are designed to accommodate highly flammable chemicals and corrosives. They store chemical raw materials for their product manufacturing, according to one description that we are finding online. So that gives you a little bit of insight into what the concern would be if a fire breaks out here. So you're talking chemicals, you're talking a potential hazmat situation here. Again, we see some smoke here in the background from where our photographer is set up. We had our crew on the scene on one of the side streets nearby where drivers were forced to turn around, so deputies are blocking off a lot of streets. And the sheriff's office is also telling people who live in the area to stay inside, keep your windows shut, and just don't go outside to expose the risk of any potential hazard contamination. So this is a serious situation for people right now in this part of Rockdale County. Again, the facility itself located in an industrial area of Old Covington Highway. It's called BioLab, and the sheriff's office is reminding people to please stay indoors and shut their windows. We have a crew there on the scene. Again, you are looking at a live picture from our crew waiting to speak to authorities there. As you see the smoke there in the background, waiting for an update from Rockdale County Sheriff's deputies and officials. We are also digging into the past of this chemical plant. We understand that there have been issues here in the past, including a past fire. fire at the same location in 2004. Already hearing from some people familiar with that and expressing concern about something else happening here at this facility. Here's another look of that scene. We also have a camera posted up here being kept a distance away, but you can see the smoke. You can see the haze overtaking this street here. So this gives you an idea of kind of what this area and the immediate area of that plant is dealing with. But that looks like a large plume of smoke, very hazy. And that is why people are being told to shut their windows, shut their doors, stay inside. And this is why there are road closures as well, and cars cannot get any closer than this. So if you typically need to drive in this area of Rockdale County, you will be forced to turn around today. Deputies are set up all over the place, detouring people, telling you to turn around. So again, let's recap what we know right now. The fire broke out early this morning at BioLab in Rockdale County on Old Covington Highway. The sheriff's office said that led to the closure of several roads. They're urging people to follow detour signs. Emergency services are responding. They say safety measures are in place to protect the public, but they do want people to stay inside to minimize their exposure to any potential hazards. BioLab, again, is a chemical plant. We understand that they make products for swimming pools and spas, and that they have a history of some incidents, at least one at this location in 2004 when a fire broke out at the same location. So you're looking at a live picture right now at a nearby street where there is a large plume of smoke. Deputies have the road blocked off. And this is why people can't get any closer than this, because this is a serious potential hazmat situation affecting many people in this immediate area. We are expecting a 10 o'clock news update from authorities, and we will take those remarks to you live as soon as we learn more about what they have to say. We have multiple crews in different areas of the county at different spots, different side streets leading up to this plan, awaiting this 10 o'clock news conference.
That is not clouds down there at the bottom. That is all smoke. All smoke. You can tell the difference. The clouds in the background a little bit blue. The smoke is all white. All white smoke. Seen about 10 to 15 police cars and all go by, an ambulance, maybe two, and some more.
All right, we're back here now with some more information too about people who may be evacuated from this immediate area. The sheriff's office says that JP Car Gym has been established as an evacuation site for people who are affected. Again, JP Car Gym. So if you know people in that area, perhaps they are being told to leave. If they have been evacuated, try to get that word to them that JP Car Gym is where the sheriff's office is telling people to go. So per the U.S. Chemical Safety Board, there was also a similar incident in September of 2020 when there was what they call a thermal decomposition event that happened at this BioLab facility. So again, a bit of a history here. We're digging into that, looking into some records, but it does appear that this is not the first incident that is causing concern for the people in this community. So again, 10 o'clock this morning is when we are expecting to hear from Rockdale County authorities. There are several road closures in place. So let's talk about those right now, because if people are out and about, trying to get out on this Sunday morning,
I'm thinking
maybe
it's still
this
on
is the
fire
route that you try
over
to go
there,
to
man.
church, you will be running into some roadblocks. So the sheriff's office tells us that the road closures include
That's a lot of thick
Rockdale
smoke still coming up
Industrial,
off of there.
Old Covington to Sigmund Road, Covington to 2nd
Yeah, I'm
Street,
thinking that's still on
Lester
fire
Road
over
to
there.
Sigmund Road, and Farmer Road from Sigmund Road to Rockdale Industrial Rockbridge, from Sigmund Road to Main Street. I know that those are a lot of streets. If you live in that area, you know what I'm talking about. You are familiar with these roads. First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi, who's been keeping an eye on the traffic map, says the good news is a lot of the main arteries, it sounds like, are still open. It's a lot of these smaller side streets that would take you closer to that plant are the ones that are shut down right now. You're looking at a live picture from our camera set up there. We saw some smoke there in the background. So this is certainly a large fire. We've been able to see the smoke in the sky from a distance. A few moments ago, we showed you another camera shot that showed a pretty large plume of smoke blocking off a side street not far from that plant. You can imagine our crews are being kept a safe distance back as they try to gather these details for you about what's happening with the plant. But they are getting as close as they can, staying in touch with officials. So as soon as we get more information here into our newsroom, this is a very fluid situation, we will pass it along to you. I'm Megan Packer, First Alert, here at the First Alert Breaking News Desk. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Atlanta News First Plus streaming on this Sunday morning. And again, we will stay with you here, showing you live pictures, bringing you updates as they come in. But again, the headline this morning, a fire at a chemical plant in Rockdale County. The company is called BioLab, and it happened early this morning. People are being told to stay inside. Some people in the area being told to evacuate. So working to get some of those details confirmed from the sheriff's office about who exactly needs to evacuate, who exactly needs to be staying inside and shutting their windows, just to make sure that everybody in this immediate area has the very latest and up-to-date information.
I don't know. Once you put a fire out, I don't think it's gonna still produce so much smoke, man. When you put a fire out, does it produce a whole lot of smoke after the fact? It's a lot of smoke still coming off of that roof, or whatever it is. I heard sirens still coming through. It's still coming.
All right, back live here now. We are going to try to check in with our reporter on the scene, Atlanta News First reporter Asia Wilson.
Still
Asia,
coming
let
through.
me know if you can hear me. All right, we'll try to get Asia there. She's been out there for a while now this morning. As soon as we can get her up and running, we'll talk with her because she's been talking to people in this area, drivers who are being forced to turn around. I know one of the drivers she spoke with was a florist trying to get to a wedding, trying to figure out her plan B. So just one example of how people in this immediate area are being affected. For now, let me bring in First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. She can talk a little bit about the road closures. Courtney, we are waiting to get Asia up and running, so we'll jump in and talk to her when she's available to call in. But talk to me about the roads that are closed right now and what people need to know to get around.
Right, totally. So we do have a handful of road closures, of course, in the area. Earlier, we were thinking you can use Sigmund Road to kind of go eastbound or westbound through Conyers, but it's becoming apparent that we do have part of Sigmund Road, closed down over near Rockbridge Road. So we are working on trying to figure out exactly a route around everything. I'm going to pull up some of my traffic graphics for you to kind of give you a little bit of a better visual. But overall, we are dealing with, again, road closures in a handful of spots. I'm going to read off a few of them for you. In the city of Conyers, we have Green Street from Needmore Street to West Avenue. West Avenue is just actually to the east of where this whole situation started. Dogwood Drive from Black Lawn Road to West Avenue. So that's all kind of within the periphery of where this BioLab is. But let me get to put my traffic graphics in for you. Give me just 1 second while I get that situated for you so I can give you a better visual. All right, so here we go. Here is, and I'm going to take this super off for you. We can put it back up shortly, but I just want to give you kind of an idea of where exactly we are dealing with this issue. Of course, if you live in Rockdale County, you live in Conyers, you're probably very familiar, but just to give you a better picture here, BioLab is along Old Covington Highway. West Avenue is just to the right of what you're seeing on your screen. Sigmund Road just to the north there. Sigmund Road was the original kind of way around this, but what we're learning is that potentially parts of Sigmund and Rockbridge, kind of at that intersection there, may be shut down. So even now, Sigmund Road has to be avoided. There are some kind of detours. Now, mind you, it's a fairly lengthy detour. If you're on Sigmund Road, right now, as far as I'm concerned, Irwin Bridge Road is not shut down. So you can travel on Sigmund Road if you're traveling in the east or the westbound direction, excuse me. Then right now you are able to kind of take that turn onto Irwin Bridge Road, take that to Farmer Road, and then onto Rockbridge. Because the further you get closer to Sigmund Road around Rockbridge, that's where you're going to start running into the closures. But if you kind of need to get around and make your way through the county, as of right now, we aren't informed that any of these roads as far north as where I'm showing you are shut down. So that's a way for you to get around if you are, again, trying to travel along Sigmund Road and you normally continue westbound. This is a way to kind of get around that and kind of continue on north. It also looks like if you took Irwin Bridge Road to what looks like Stepping Stone Lane potentially, or taking you towards Rockbridge Road, again, north of where the entire incident is happening. So that is one alternate route for you. Again, as far as I'm concerned, some of these roads here that I'm showing you are not shut down, but we have also, if you're trying to travel eastbound, going and you usually use Sigmund Road or Old Covington Highway, you can make your way over towards Lake Rockaway Road, and that'll bring you to Rockbridge Road, to Farmer Road, and beyond, taking you kind of the long way, of course, but the only way around with all this that's going on right now. So here's a look at some of the road closures that we have that are active. So Rockdale Industrial, that parallels Old Covington Highway, where BioLab is, so where the event all started. So Rockdale Industrial and, of course, naturally Old Covington Highway currently shut down. Covington to 2nd Street in that area is also shut down. Lester Road to Sigmund Road is shut down, and Farmer Road and Rockbridge from Sigmund Road. So if you usually use Sigmund Road and you take Farmer or Rockbridge to get down to Rockdale Industrial or Old Covington Highway, right now that is shut down. You will be detoured around that. And again, right now, maybe potentially kind of that whole periphery around where Rockbridge meets Sigmund, that could also be shut down right now. We're still learning to get more details. But in the meantime, again, if you usually use Sigmund Road or Rockdale Industrial Road, there are a lot of businesses along there, a couple of tire shops, from what we learned, a storage facility. Of course, we have BioLab, a couple of restaurants at the way end of it. So if you typically travel along, again, Rockdale or Old Covington Highway, Sigmund Road was that alternate route, but it's becoming apparent that as you make your way to Sigmund and Rockdale Industrial, where they, or Rockbridge Road, excuse me, Sigmund and Rockbridge Road, where those kind of intersect there, it's becoming apparent that that might even be shut down. So you won't be able to continue all the way eastbound or westbound on Sigmund as you approach Rockbridge Road. So you're going to be detoured around it in a pretty big way. I gave some at least potential long ways. If you're traveling along Sigmund, take your turn onto Irwin Bridge Road, which would be a right turn, and then go to Farmer Road and then on Rockbridge. As far as we're concerned right now, these portions of Farmer and Rockbridge are not shut down. But again, regardless, you're going to be detoured if you continue along your normal route. And, you know, the detour will direct you in the right way. But if you want to avoid the headache altogether, it seems like these are some alternate routes for you right now. Again, BioLab along Old Covington Highway, a very fluid situation right now. We're still learning a lot. Megan, have we gotten anything new from officials here in this area?
No, we are awaiting
all your help.
Do you know if this place practice?
We are awaiting a 10 o'clock news conference, Courtney, and we are going to try to check in right now with our reporter there on the scene, Asia Wilson. Asia, let us know if you can hear us.
Hey, I can hear you.
Hey, Asia. Okay, so bring us up to
Yes,
speed
I can
on
hear
what
you.
you're seeing out there, and just how things are going, what you've been seeing, and who you've been talking to.
Well, right now, actually for the last hour, we've been stationed at the Rockdale Fire Rescue Training Academy. It's maybe about
5-6 minutes away from Old Covington Highway. We're stationed here because there is a press conference. We've been waiting around for a press conference that's set to take place. The time has kind of been pushed back to 10 a.m. But since we've been here, we've been seeing actually smoke in the air here. You can actually see it in the clouds a little bit. We haven't been seeing a lot of people driving by affected by that particular area. Well, while we were out there earlier, we did, speak with several people who were kind of frustrated with having to turn around. One woman said that she was trying to get to one of her storage locations to get prepared for a wedding. She's a florist, and she's supposed to be setting up for a wedding this morning, but she was unable to get to that location. So a lot of impacts we've been seeing. We have another crew who's on the other side, another photojournalist on the other side, and said he's been speaking with several residents as well. So a lot of impacts out here. We're just waiting to get more information.
And you were kept far away. Talk about when you first arrived to the scene a little while ago, deputies were blocking off the roads. You couldn't get anywhere near this plant, obviously, right?
We could not. They told people to avoid the area. And for some, they said to stay inside, keep your windows closed. And they kept us at a distance as well, just as a safety precautionary measure, just so we won't get close to that area as well. But yeah, that's just kind of been the story out here. Stay as far as you can from the area, avoid it if possible, take detours, pay attention to those detour signs as well. So they're keeping us safe as well. So right now we are at the Rockdale County Fire Rescue Training Academy. It's about 6 minutes away from where all of this is happening. So we haven't had our eyes on the bio lab, but we can see the smoke a little bit here in the air.
So you see it in the distance. Do you smell anything? How else can you describe just kind of your senses there?
I don't smell anything. We just see the smoke. We have heard that, from other folks that, they were told to leave their homes or stay inside their homes in that particular area. So I haven't really been able to smell anything, haven't really seen anything. We did see, I think it was DeKalb County, first responders also here helping or going to the scene. I saw a construction worker who was carrying equipment, it appeared, to the scene. So when we were at the last location, he actually said, hey, can I get through? I'm going to the bio lab. He was speaking with the Rockdale Sheriff's Office, and they let him through. So we assume that they are only letting people who are responding to the particular location close to that area, but they're not letting anyone else anywhere near that location.
And we should let people know that the JP Car Gym in that area has been set up as an evacuation site that is at 90 Hardin Street Southwest in Conyers. Again, the JP Car Gym opening up as an evacuation site for those who have been affected. Asia, we're learning it sounds like this chemical plant has had some issues in the past. Are you hearing more about that from people that you've been talking to this morning?
Yes, some say they remember a fire that broke out here in 2004. Others saying that they believe that there were other issues that have happened since then at this particular location. A lot of concerns about that. So we're still waiting to get more information. But also, per the U.S. Chemical Safety Board, we just got this information in. A similar thing happened in September of 2020. It looks like on Monday, September 14th, 2020, there was some type of incident at the biolab facility in Conyers. So there were no injuries during that time reported, but again, it was due to some sort of smoke incident at that location. But we're waiting to get more information about what's been going on at that plant this year, last year, over the last couple of years.
Yeah, we're also seeing some information about a fire there at that same location back in 2004. We should remind people this is a chemical plant. They make products for pools and spas and things along those lines. All right, Asia. Well, thank you. Keep us posted out there. You were there ready for this 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. news conference. We are expecting to hear from the Director of Public Relations for Rockdale County. Will she be joined by anybody else? Any law enforcement, anyone from the fire department, sheriff's office that you know of?
As of right now, we've been told that she will be the only one speaking. We do believe that we are at the Rockdale County Fire Rescue. Maybe the chief will be here. We're just unsure of that right now. What we do know, Melissa Mims, the Director of Public Relations for Rockdale County, will be speaking, as this plant is on the county side.
Asia Wilson, thank you so much for checking in. We will obviously stay in very close contact with you throughout the morning.
Thank you.
All right, we were talking to our reporter there, Asia Wilson, live on the scene, awaiting that news conference. I'm starting here within the next 25 minutes or so. Of course, you can watch that live right here on Atlanta News First Plus. We'll try to bring up some different images and pictures here as they come into our newsroom, showing you some different vantage points of what our crews on the scene are running into, as far as the smoke that they're seeing in the distance. Some pictures are coming into our newsroom as well. So we will work to get those up for you here in just a moment. All right, this is the picture we're looking at, provided to us by the Rockdale County government. It shows a plume of smoke. It just shows you some of the smoke filling these side streets that people have been running into this morning. So this gives you a good idea of just how intense. I mean, there is no visibility there through that thick cloud of smoke. So again, to recap what we know at this point, we are dealing with a fire at a chemical plant in Rockdale County. The company is called BioLab. We are awaiting an update from officials. Really no details about the fire have been released. So as soon as we know more about what happened, you will know as they come in. All we know at this point from officials is that it broke out early this morning at the BioLab facility. It's in an industrial area of Rockdale County. It's located on Old Covington Highway. It led to the closure of several roads in the area, and people being told to stay indoors and keep windows closed to minimize their exposure to any potential hazards. There were some people being evacuated in the immediate area of the facility, and those people are being told to go to a nearby gym. And that gym is in nearby Conyers, the JP Car Gym. And so those people in the immediate area, it sounds like it's a mix of potentially residential and commercial locations here near this plant. So again, a 10 a.m. news conference expected. That's 20 minutes from now with a spokesperson for Rockdale County government. You can watch that live here on the air. We just talked to our reporter on the scene, Asia Wilson. She's been in a couple of different spots where she's being kept a far distance away. Obviously, this is a potentially concerning information, a situation here. So our crews, of course, can't get too close, but they can see the smoke in the distance. And again, you're looking at a picture here given to us by the Rockdale County government showing just how thick this smoke was filling the immediate area near this plant. We do not know the nature of the fire, how it started.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all about an hour of that. Ain't no more smoke to see is behind me. I done took the detour. Finna work my way around this bitch. I'll let y'all. Peace. Salute. Hit the like button for me. Thank you.